The opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinions of this network, their group, or other organization they may be involved with.
Welcome everyone. Welcome. I forgot to put myself in the feed here. Welcome everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to this afternoon's episode or this week's episode of Grow420 here on NOK Network. We're at episode 100. No, shit, wrong show. We're at episode 62, folks, for this Tuesday, April the 8th, 2025. So good afternoon, everyone. What is everyone smoking on today? I'm smoking on some of the plank right now. And I see we got Frogfather in the house, tuning in from YouTube. He said, made it. Hope I don't get pulled away. I hope you don't get pulled away too, Frogfather. So that's why we're going to be showing your video first on the Grower Showcase on today's episode. And we got the man with Tree A's in his name. Tree A's in his name, Aaron Anderson. Good afternoon, Aaron. Good afternoon. And so, yeah, on today's episode, we're going to be bringing to you another great segment of Grower Showcase. We're going to be showcasing a video that Frogfather GGL has sent me. It's a 17-minute video, but that's okay. We're going to watch it, and we're going to learn a lot. I watched a little bit of it just to see what it was, but I didn't have time to finish it. But we're going to see it on the show. So if anyone else wants to be considered to have your grow showcased on Grow420 here, just shoot me off a message and we'll discuss. And of course, we're also going to be showing off some of Aaron Drake's photos and some videos of him making a scrog net. And some photos of his plants, burnt chem dog that he's harvested, and some other plants he's got coming up, growing on. And a few things from a few pictures from Wayne Palmer as well we'll be showcasing today. And of course, we're also going to be talking about the current indoor run of the, we got Frosty here. I'll send you off a link right now. And so we got God's Green Crack. That's a week 8, day 1 of flower right now. And just give me a moment, folks. I'm just going to send Frosty off a link so you can join us. Okay, where am I going? Here we go. And Frosty's all the way down here. All right. There we go. Link is sent, Frosty, so join whenever you want. And close this off, and I'm back. All right, and we don't have our regular banner on. There we go. We got our banners on. And what do we else got? Yeah, so the God's Green Crack is week 8, day 1 of flower as of today. And I got the Banana Larry Lavender. The Banana Larry Lavender seedling, well, it's a plant kind of now. It's doing well, and it's still in the 1 gallon pot, and it's just sitting there waiting for the God's Green Crack to finish up in flower, and then it'll be moved over into the 3x5 grow cabinet to be put in veg, along with the 2 peanut butter breath seedlings that we got here. I transplanted them from solo cups to the 1 gallon pots on April the 3rd, so you're going to see them in their new home in there. And of course, I got to keep an ear open for Frosty popping in here. So I have a full deck on here with videos to show later on the show. And at the time of me writing the description here for the show yesterday, only one of the peanut butter breath seedlings had one bright white root poking out from the bottom. There's several on both pots now. You'll see that in the video. And last but not least, the new seedlings we got coming up for the 2025 outdoor Grow420 CannaZen Garden. They're looking healthy. We've had 8 of the 13 seeds pop up from the soil that we put down. The Amnesia Toast, 3 of them, they didn't come up at all. So we got rid of those. I think there was a peanut butter breath that didn't come up. Or 2 peanut. I can't remember. It might have been 2 peanut butter breath. Anyways, we do have some with 3 strains. I want to get 4 strains though. So we also put some other seeds down. God's Green Crack seeds. We've got that growing on inside right now in flower, but we're going to try it outside too. So I didn't realize this torch lighter went to a pen. Just found that out. So anyways, so we got a great episode coming on up today, and as always, we got an update video to show you of the grow here, and we got Frosty in the house, so we're going to bring Frosty in, and we'll move the camera here, and we will bring Frosty in. Good afternoon. We got Mr. Wildhair. Holy shit. No, he shaved his beard. Okay, Frosty's frozen for me. I can hear. Oh, there he is. You shaved your beard, dude. And cut your hair.
Start a 1-minute timer.
So how goes it?
Goes.
It goes. So did you get any snow down your way?
No.
We got a shit ton of snow. We got a shit ton. But it's already starting to melt. Holy shit, dude. You look totally different. You look totally different. Remind me of some of your older videos on YouTube.
Yeah, I had the eulogy to do yesterday, and
That's right, yeah. Again, sorry for your loss, dude.
thanks, man.
But,
It's hard, man. It's hard. It
is. Especially when the good ones go, right?
You know what's harder to believe is what I found out about how he's been living for the past year, more so than the actual fact that he's gone. And you know, someone lives in silence, in struggles in silence for months and months and months, and you don't know about it, and you figure and you piece together that they're.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, cheers. Oh man, I forgot that was the plank.
But that was my uncle. He was a very strong individual.
Yeah.
And he chose to protect everybody from his pain and his whatever.
Yep.
That everybody didn't have to experience it.
Yeah. So I guess that's the kind of person he was, right?
Yep.
Didn't want to be too much of a burden on others.
And you can tell that because when I've talked to about 35 or whatever of his friends and some that didn't know each other, you piece together the same picture. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Well, because I'm the pinnacle of asking all these people questions, and getting the answers.
Yeah.
I seen the full picture. Anyways, it was a great service. It was beautiful. All his friends were there, and
That's
you know,
good. That's good.
as they say, he's with the Lord.
Yep.
So I gotta go. I just sent you a picture of how I looked yesterday. Shock everybody a little more, and I'll see you later on, Ron. Just download it, throw it up on the screen for everybody.
I will. Wow, you look pretty sharp. Cheers. There we go. Yeah, unfortunate circumstances, but it is what it is, right? So actually, we're gonna bring up that picture. We're gonna download it here. So just give me one moment, folks. Let's go over to the screen here and go over to Messenger. So Frosty sent me a picture of how he looked yesterday. And man, he cleans up pretty decent. Great, that's the wrong one. Okay, download folder. Downloads. All right. Okay, so do we have this share screen up? I don't think so. No. Okay, so just give me 1 sec. We got Wayne Palmer in the house. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So just in case Frosty didn't hear, Frosty's listening still. Frogfather commented, "Sorry for your loss, Frosty. Healing waves, right?" All right, so let's see. Let's get this picture up. Share screen. Entire screen. Full screen there. That screen. Click that button. And one more button. And we're going to have Frosty up on stage. And there we go. There we go. That guy cleans up quite well. He's got his beard shaved. Look at that. Look at that. Ha ha. Right on. Looking good, dude. Looking really well. Looking real well. Looking mighty spiffy, right? Again, under unfortunate circumstances. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We got 1 minute to 4:20, folks. So, there you have it, folks. There's Frosty. All right, so let's come back full screen. Oh, yeah, I got my mouse on the wrong monitor. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to get this ready to do the pictures I have up for me. And then we'll do Frogfather's video. We got Kim Cooper in the house. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So we're just about at 4:20. You arrived just at the right time. And there we go. Happy 420, everyone. Happy 420 from Ontario, Canada. Whoop, whoop. Cheers. We're just about at 420. I hit the wrong button there on the phone. All right, now, there we go. Oh, man. Happy 420, y'all. I knew that's what that comment was. I saw there was a comment there. I knew it was Kim saying Hempy 420. Alrighty, folks. So now, that's is it pictures or video? It must be pictures. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, that's pictures. Oh yeah, I gotta change the layout. There we go. All right, so this is we're going to show a few pictures of my grow right now, and then we're going to do grower showcase of well, I think what we'll do is we'll show my pictures, we'll go to break, and we'll come back and we'll start the grower showcase. We'll go right into Frog Father's video. It is a 17-minute video, so I do want to catch all of it. And I think if we play it right when we get back from break, I think that would be great. So here we go. Let's go move on with these picks, shall we? So this is the God's Green Crack that is currently in flower right now. Week 8, day 1 today. This is with lights off, just to show you a little bit what she looks like. Great. Look at all that frosty goodness. Just filled out the scrog net quite much more than I thought she would have. All right, we'll take that banner down there. And here's a nice frosty bud building up. I got frosty buds. Oh, there's a hair across there. I have to go back and find out where that is. So there you go there. Just a few close-ups of a few of the buds. And there's an under canopy shot there. Another under canopy one. It's a little blurry on this one, but you kind of see how it all is. And there's a bit of an overhead shot. So looking nice, right? We got Deborah Smith Graham in the house. Good afternoon. Right, lots of snow there. Holy crap. I was amazed last night. They closed down Highway 11 from Trout Creek all the way down to Huntsville. And then 69 was also closed. Both directions for a certain period, section. Zero visibility and blowing and major drifting snow. Another nice. I love this shot. That's a gorgeous shot. How it's all blurry in the back, but nice up front. That's cool. That would make a very cool desktop background, right? Came here as well, right? It kind of hit everywhere right around here. And we have 2 graders. We're an unorganized township here. So there's like different tenders and that. There is a roads board, local roads board. But there's different tenders and that get put out for the snow removal and stuff. Well, they sent the 2 graders back down to Sunridge. Nice, right? They sent the 2 graders back down to Sunridge the other day, like a week or so ago, because they figured winter was over. So they didn't have all the equipment that they needed here to deal with the snow that we got. And to boot, there's a few new drivers who have never driven the roads here before. So they got no idea how wide some of these back roads are. Some of the back roads are just getting done now. There's people stuck on one road, not even a back road, but it's in Port Loring where there's a hill. It's crazy. Yes, nice desktop background, right? Lots of room to put your icons and stuff all around the bud, so you can still see the bud. Like all up in here, this corner, up in here, right? So this is the 3x3. We got the seedlings coming on up in there now. The solo cup ones, they're the ones getting ready for the outdoor grow. We only need 4 plants, but they're regular seeds. So I got to grow more than what I need, right? And there's only 3 strains there. I want 4. So that's what's in the baggie there. We got more seeds there, God's Green Crack. And we got a couple of picks of them as well. We just threw 3 seeds that we had left. 2 started popping. 1 doesn't look like it's doing too hot. The other one looks like it's doing okay. And the third one, not cracking the shell at all. So here's the peanut butter breath 1 and 2 right there. Again, these are regulars. I don't know if they're all photo periods, but I don't know if they're male or female. So we're going to see. We're going to take our chances, right? And if whatever's a male, we'll cut them out. And so I'm hoping that both these peanut butter breath are female. Then I'll put both probably in the grow cabinet, like in one grow bin. And then the Banana Larry Lavender will be in another. So that will be what's coming up for the next indoor run after the God's Green Crack. Peanut butter breath and Banana Larry Lavender. And there's just an overhead shot. This one, peanut butter breath plant. The one in the plant in the middle, that looks so cool. Really nice looking plant. Look at that. Look at the symmetry there. That's so cool. And the Banana Larry Lavender, oh shit. I hit a wrong button here. Nope. Did I have the bubble still? I guess it was still the bubble. Anyways, the Banana Larry Lavender on the right side here, that's been topped just once. I probably will top it again at a few different sites. And there's just ignore the temperature and the humidity on there. I had the door open. It was also lights off and stuff. But there's the stuff there. There's Shinobi OG. I got 3 Shinobi OG, 2 peanut butter breath, and 3 wedding cake crossed with lemon Larry Lavender. And of course, I got the God's Green Crack seeds down. And here's these. This one Shinobi OG on the left-hand side, the bottom, it's just nice and strong. You can't see it very well there. It's cut off a bit. This one here. That's nice. Anyways, cheers. Nice big clouds. There we go. All right, so I think we're just about almost done here. Showed that one. Here's the God's Green Crack seeds. So there's 3. You can see the one's got a tail sticking out there. Look at that. Cool pick, eh? That's just with my phone. We got Dale Rook in the house. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So you're seeing new life here, right? This way. This way for you guys. For me, the monitor is this side. Well, you can see right there, right? But StreamYard reverses it all for me. Those plants would not survive with those readings. No, I know. That was just temporary because the door had been open and all that, right? Very nice specimens, Dale Rook says, right? So that's one of the next ones coming up. And this one's a little blurry. I was having trouble, but this one here, it cracked open a bit and a little bit of a tail sticking out, but I don't think it's doing anything else outside of that. And the third one, it's not even cracked open at all. I didn't bother taking another pic. But there you go. There you go. That's those pictures there of my grow. We do have a video update of the grow coming up a little bit later. But I wanted to show some pictures so you guys could see what it looks like, because the video doesn't always play through very well because my internet connection, it does drop frames. But there is music to it that I've put. So the music plays through okay. So we sit and enjoy the music anyway, right? But what we're going to do now, though, we are going to go to break. So I meant to actually put pause on this. There we go. We're going to go to break now, folks. We're going to be back in 4 minutes and 20 seconds. When we get back, we're going to do the grower showcase. We're going to start off with Frog Father's Grow420 tent episode 5 video that he sent me along. It is a 17-minute video, which I don't mind because I'm going to enjoy watching this. I'm going to enjoy just sitting back and watching someone else's grow instead of my grow, right? That's why I like incorporating the grower showcase. So anyways, we're going to be back in 4 minutes and 20 seconds, folks, so don't go away. And so cheers.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at NOKNetwork.com.
Discover the treasure trove of flavors at Miss Jolly's Munchie Factory. Satisfy your cravings with our award-winning treats. Follow us on Instagram at Captain Rogers 705. Let Miss Jolly's Munchie Factory lift your spirits. Experience the comforting embrace of our freshly prepared soups and infused cornbread.
Join us for NOK Network monthly specials, 12 months a year. Movie nights, spotlights on entertainment, and live on location coverage. Stay up to date about upcoming programming by subscribing to NOK Network on Rumble, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Twitch, and Facebook. Check out our webpage at www.noknetwork.com.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyendinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
God. Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram.
Smoke signals. Tie-in
Go and
Naga.
hold it in, feel it in your wrist.
Smoke signals. Tie-in Naga.
Check us out in Tyndonega. 55 Highway 49 in Tyndonega. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Tune in daily to NOK Network's diverse podcasting lineup. Ganja News Update, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Tara Simpson and Ron McNabb. Waking Up with the Waniac, Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific with Tombstoner Wayne Cruz from Tombstone, Arizona. Grow420, Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern with Ron McNabb. Psychedelic Reporters, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Hobbies Puppets and Tara Simpson. Peace, News and Views, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Sir Stevo and Kim Cooper. Thursdays we have Open Your Eye with Kim Cooper and Tara Simpson, 8 p.m. Eastern. Followed by Thursday Night Vibes at 9:15 p.m. Eastern with Master and Mama Rochi. The IWK 710 Daily Sesh airs 7 nights a week with our rotating joint hosts, nightly at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for tuning in to all the podcasting on NOK Network.
Dudettes, enjoy the show, man.
And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to this week's episode of Grow420, episode 62 here on NOK Network. And we're going to get the music back on here, folks. Oh, geez, hold on. I forgot I was downloading some photos here while I was on break. So give me a second. The forgetful stoner strikes again. The forgetful stoner strikes again. All right. Much better. Much better. All right. So, yes, welcome back, everyone, to this week's episode of Grow420, episode 62, here on NOK Network for this Tuesday, April the 8th, 2025. And we are now coming up to our Growers Showcase portion of the show. Actually, what we're going to need to do, we're going to need to pause the music because we're going to be bringing up a video here that Frogfather has sent me here of his grow and Grow420 tent episode 5. So just bear with me one moment here while we get this set up. Bring that back to the beginning. And I got to get the headset on. So, all right, here we go, folks. Before we do this, we got to do this. And there we go, folks. So welcome to Grower Showcase, and here we are. We're at we got Frogfather Farms Security here. So here we go. Oh, hold on.
4.
Let's go back.
It's Winnie, Frogfather Farms Security. Welcome all to Grow420 Tent, episode 5. I'm your host, the Frogfather GJL, and on this episode,
I get to watch another show right now. I like this.
Basically, when we had these steps here, soil, and then the tent, because that's a very big important part. If they don't get started right, then we know it'll hold back production. Holds back production on autos. You're not going to be a happy camper. So
Nope,
it's better you just
not at
kind of
all.
work with it as best as you can. So I'll show you the little steps I have as the
Once you
babies.
put that seed in the water to soak, or however you do it, the clock starts ticking on autos.
This one here, as you can see, it's got a ring on it. That's little Mr. 14. He's just starting up. So this is
Mr.
the
14?
soil start.
Hopefully it's Miss 14.
So I have a ring around it so I know where it is. But you've got white spots, you've got everything in there. So that's why that ring's there. And then after that,
Hey, where's Aaron? Is Aaron Drake here?
here's our star number 15.
I don't see Aaron Drake.
So, but the top is white.
We'll tag him in a minute.
The idea of that is, because its root system is a lot bigger, I have to keep the humidity in there more. So I just throw perlite on top. But this one has got to go to the tent cycle. And that's going to be the big pots. And that's what we're going to talk about shortly. So, you've heard the word perlite. So that seems to be an ingredient. And then, of course, there would be two different stages. So what I'm going to show you is, and it does not matter what kind, they just should be different soils. For seeds, it doesn't matter whose kind it is. It says it right there. For starting seeds. So that's all you need. It doesn't matter which one. It's just a softer, easier, and then of course, the old perlite. So, not the hardest things to find. And they also too have possibly other sizes, other combinations, whatever you guys want. It doesn't really matter. The point is,
I was just messaging you, buddy.
You have those ingredients. The next ingredient is,
how long
of
I've
course,
been live?
we're all in these.
44 minutes.
We're going to make a quick one fast.
Just started this video.
All I do, take this little knife, I make some little notches. Like this, like this.
The Scotty Platinum Kush.
So I got some drainage.
I was just standing here saying,
like that.
Wonder where Aaron is.
So, drainage holes at the bottom.
And there he shows up.
Nice. Next, one little handful of perlite at the bottom. Here you go. Happy camper for drainage. Then, handful of soil. Maybe half, that was a big handful. Then a little more perlite. The middle one is to make sure that those little roots, when I'm trying to, are not going through thick soil. And then, next, last but not least, topped up, happy camper with the dirt. And that means that something coming out of the paper would now be ready after this was soaked and made sure that the drainage was right and number attached, that you'd be cooking. So this again is soil. So tent's got to be something different for sure. Let's take a look. Squeeze over here, and we're gonna grab. This is tent. Big holes. Tough to get started, but doesn't matter. With this, I usually just start with tape. Plug up the holes. Just to get the perlite to sit in there, right? Not all of them. Most of the fucking easy ones to get away from. Hear that? Oh, thank you. Tree fell down. Okay. And we'll do the middle one just for the hell of it. There. Okay. There, we got tons. Then flip her back up. And I gotta go get my little tray. Set your tray underneath. Same sequence, kind of. Perlite on the bottom. Now on this case, I try to go about 2 inches, 5 centimeters, whatever you want to be. Just enough so that when the soil gets on top of it, it'll hold it down and it won't all fall out. But it's hard. It takes a while because it wants to fucking leave fast. But we'll get her there. About that much.
Temperature strains already taking a good gallon of water. You're up, right? Exciting watching them grow. It really is.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but this is the easiest way for me. Whatever mixture I got, I put in a bag. Clear bag like this. And just roll it around and whatever. Mix a good mix. I don't need a wheelbarrow. I don't need a big container. I don't, you know, I'm limited for space, man. So there, I'm going to shake it up. Who gives a, whatever happens. No big chunks.
Until the bag rips open,
then you
right?
just turn around and say,
That'd be
hello, pot.
Or spill the bag as I'm pouring.
Except I better cut the bag of it.
But hey, you do whatever works for you, right?
Okay.
Most of us, our growing situations are unique.
There we go.
We also have to adapt to our own
and
abilities and disabilities, right?
And it looks like it's happy. Easy. Don't want to make a mess. It's the worst thing, making a mess. So that's over there. That's over there. Oh, that Mr. 15, he's going to be happy to be in here. Can say, finally, I got a chance to move.
Better not be a mister.
So, and a little bit there. There we go. A little more. And just about done.
Better be a lady.
There. Okay, now we're gonna go get middle Mr. 15 and we're gonna put him in there and you guys are gonna get a look because we don't want to get into the tent till next week. There's a special lighting setup there I want to talk about before And there's, just, it's a different phase from this little nursery. But there we go. Thank you, Mr. Potts. Ooh,
Mr. Potts.
And let's see, what about you? Little Mr. 15? Let's see what it looks like. It won't be long. This is what's going to be in there. Little 15.
Whoop, whoop. Right on.
So.
Little 15.
As a wrap up here, you got to see the soil and the soil part of the tent. And that's what's going to be on episode 6. Seeing this thing go in the tent for the first time, the different lights. Just different from this area.
Right.
So, we'll see you on the next one. Take care and always keep growing. It's important. And of course,
there's the mascot
of the Weed Shop.
Woody. Weed Shop Woody.
It's time for the Grow420 tent report. And we're going to start out with...
Cheers.
Number A5. Okay. And this one here, we've been having problems with those seeds, but we're not sure yet exactly what it is. So you look in the back and you can see that I threw it into the paper with its last enzymes. It was soft, but it's been in the soil since the 4th. And second, I mean. And now we're like the 4th and 5th, and there's not even any movement. So this is what it's looking like. So something's not happy somewhere.
Uh-oh. It happens,
so we'll let it sit for a bit, but that's the best we can do on that one. And then next
8
in line
of the 13 I put down came up.
A10, the Auto Blue. So this one also was a difficult one, like a second round even. So it's got was in paper in its old enzyme on the 28th of March. And again, this is, being in soil on the 2nd, something should have rocked. So, no, too slow for auto. So we look, nothing. So it's not happy.
That
sucks. Next, let's see, is A14. That's the Northern Lights auto.
Ooh.
So, this one has been put in water. So that's a brand new seed. That was on the 3rd. And then it's in paper now. So those ones should sprout. As long as they don't go curly Q or something weird.
Oh, I hate when they go curly
Q. It's not going to go anywhere. This one should be able to take. And there it is right there in the baggie. Number 14. We just got to make sure it stays warm and keeps sprouting. That's the key. Next one. This is A6, the Big Yield Auto. So, same situation here. It's a restart. And so now it's in paper. And we're just hoping that there's going to be a little sprout
Crossing fingers.
In a couple days or so, and then back to the old soil again. So it's sitting in a baggie
round
there.
And round we go.
And everything's the way it should be. Okay, last but not least is our A15 Trainwreck Auto.
Ooh.
That one there has been doing really good. So it's going to be moving into a different phase. As you can tell, that thing's been in soil since March the 26th.
Ooh.
So when I see the power in the leaves
I know it can't wait to get in the tent.
Right.
And here it is. That's something that's happy in a little cup like that. So once I cut that cup up and put all that soil right into the big pot, this thing will never know that it was in there.
2 weeks
and
tomorrow.
It'll take off. We sure hope so. Because it looks like it's the only one that's got any spunk. The other ones will come. You just got to get the right seeds and right combination of everything.
Right.
It's the only way these things grow, especially with autos. So that's it for this week. Keep growing your own medication.
Right. Keep growing your own medication.
And of course, Winnie will see you on the next one. Peace!
Right on, right on. Well, that was an awesome video. Very well put together, Frog Father. Thank you so much for sending that in for all of us to see. And this is awesome. This is awesome. This is exactly what I wanted Grow420 to be. Not just about my grow, but for others to share their grows with others, right? And so you don't necessarily have to have a show yourself, but you can still share your grow and share your knowledge and whatnot, right? With other people who are learning just the same. So again, thank you so much, Frog Father. That was so awesome. And I'll put this question out there to everyone that's listening right now. Who all has ever grown? Yeah, all you guys who do grow. Who all's grown autos before? I have 3 times. Twice not on purpose. Twice was by accident. I didn't know they were auto seeds. So obviously they got the transplant and the topping and all that before I figured out that they were autos. And then I grew autos another time on purpose. Marcel Cook had given me some seeds. CBD Kush Green and CBD Kush Purple, and we did that. We grew those out. Those did really well. I've still got the CBD Purple. I ended up only with 1 plant, and it was just a small plant. I got maybe about 10 grams off it, 10.3 grams. I've still got a little bit of bud left of it, but I also do have a few ounces of the CBD Kush Green that I'm going to use to make a salve. And I'm going to add what I have left of the purple to it as well. And they are 30-1 CBD, CBD to THC ratio. So 30% CBD to 1% THC. So, all right, folks. So that was the end of Frog Father's stuff here. What just happened? My comments just jumped on me. There we go. And Aaron just commented here, wow, they all take a minimum of 1 gallon each. Just got that done and got the Biscotti Platinum Kush under the scrog. Right on. Yeah, when they start drinking up that water, man, that's when it's exciting, when you start seeing that explosive growth afterwards, right? So here we go. We're going to do Grower Showcase. We're going to do Aaron's grow here. So just give me 1 moment and let's get right to the right folder. And there we go. And April 8th. All right. So here we go. Welcome to today's segment of Growers Showcase. And here we go. And there we go. So now we are doing grower showcase, we're going to cover some of Aaron's grow. So these are the folders that I've got set up here of some of the different stuff that Aaron sent me over the past week. So we've got some pictures of Biscotti Platinum Purple soil being derooted and what he uses to do that with, and what it looks like afterwards. We've got some pictures of Blue Biscotti, Blue Pimp Juice, Burnt Chem Dog, some pictures of his fan, his exhaust fan. I tried looking around. I think I got rid of the box for my fan. I had the boxes for my lights and for my fan, but I think I finally got rid of them because I've had them for several years now, and I don't really need to put the lights away in a box for protection when they're not being used or whatever. I have a safe storage space for them, where it's only most of the time they're just hanging up in the cabinet anyway. But when I am using the cabinet for drying, they're away in a safe storage spot. But I can look up my. I did get some specs. I took a picture of my fan, but I can also try to look up my previous order on Amazon, and it'll tell me which fan it was. But it is a Vivo Sun. It is a Vivo Sun. Aaron says I used 5 grams of Dynamico. I got in a free 20-gram sample. Nice. And it's supposed to explode the root growth, right? That's what you want. More roots, more fruits. So, okay, folks. So here is the Biscotti Platinum Purple soil being derooted. Now, just give me 1 second, and I'm going to get this over here. And there we go. So this is with roots. You can see some of the roots there, some of the feeder roots that's there as well with it, right? Then there's just some more roots in the soil that you can see. And look at that. That's all cleaned up. Or getting cleaned up or whatever. Look at that. Looks just like new almost, eh? There's all the leftover roots. And here's a question for you folks. What do you guys do with your roots? Some people, I have some roots still here. I've just got them in storage, but I have tossed them out in the garbage too, or the compost. But some people use the roots. They dry them and grind them up and use them for tea, or they dry them and grind them up and use it in making salves, or whatever, right? Or like a root serum to add in making salves. You can dry the roots and grind them up into a powder and put it in capsules. And there is medicinal benefits to the roots, with the roots as well. So does any of you guys do any of that with your roots, or does it all just go in the garbage or compost? It'd be interesting to know. Okay, so there's that folder there. So that was all the Biscotti Platinum Purple soil being all derooted to be reused, right? So awesome job there. And here is, these are all just pics, I think. Yes, I think the only videos is the one with the scrognet. Well, this picture's in the wrong folder. It's supposed to be in the other folder. This is what Aaron uses to filter his roots out, sift through his roots, right? So I'm trying to figure out what that is. Is it just like a sand toy? Like a sand sifter? I don't know. That's what that looks like, maybe. Compost too salty. The roots are too salty for the compost. I got you. Yeah, probably from the nutrients instead, right? So this is the blue biscotti with the soil, with filtered soil, I think. Am I correct, Aaron? Or I'm not sure. Maybe that was just new soil. Maybe that's just biscotti. I think that one picture I have in the wrong folder. So there you go there. Actually, you know what I should do is I should get the headset off and come back to having music on. Yeah, we're going to do that. So the next folder we got is blue pimp juice. So just give me one moment here. There we go. We're going to get the music back on. Yeah, it's a mix of old and new, like 60-40, new, 60 new, 40% old, right? Yeah, I got some new stuff that I'm gonna mix with my old stuff, and I still gotta get the stuff from the van though. I did go out today. My son snowblowed the driveway and everything, but he didn't do the end of the driveway, and the plow had also been by. And the plow didn't go all the way to the edge. Yeah, saves money and makes the soil go that extra mile, right? I know some people, they just literally get rid of their soil and get new stuff every year. You don't have to do that. You can reuse. So this is the blue pimp juice. So yeah, I just shoveled off the end of the driveway real quick, and I was able to get out. I did check the mail. There was no mail, but I did also have to go to the hardware store. I forgot I needed to get furnace filters. So I got them, picked up a couple of other things I needed to get. So I got all that dealt with. So the roads were fine. Well, the one road hadn't been plowed much or at all. People were getting stuck on it. I was worried that I might get stuck. Exactly. Indoor soil makes good outdoor garden soil. And I know a lot of people, they do that too. They when they do finally get rid of their indoor soil, whether they change it out every year or after so many grow cycles, they'll just dump the pots outside in the garden if they grow, and it just becomes a part of the life cycle out there, right? Everything that you can do to help reduce the costs without cutting corners. That's the key. Reduce costs without cutting corners too much. Sometimes we got to lower expectations on certain things in order to live within our budget to make things all work. But sometimes it's nice to spoil ourselves sometimes once in a while too, right? I can't wait till I can spoil myself with a new grow light. I can't wait to let you guys know, to show you guys what I got. I don't see it happening anytime soon, but you never know, right? Okay, we're going to get back to sharing these. So this is, what was this again? Blue pimp juice. So apparently they're doing quite well. Oh, I got to sneeze. Ha! Whoa, jeez. Ha! That one almost knocked me right over. with all the extra nutrients I use, the oil soil is still usable, right? So blue pimp juice looking really nice. Look at that. Nice big leaves. Nice healthy vibrant green. Nice and bushy. Pretty much almost everything you want to see in a nice plant, right? Just turn the grow lights off for the next 4 to 6 hours, right? Do you do a staggered light interval? Because I was watching Dr. Bruce Bugby one time about that. And Jeremy on Build a Soil also covered that. About, you do your 12-12, right? Well, instead of just doing 12 solid hours of darkness and 12 solid hours of light, I can't remember. I can't explain it very well. I've been trying to find the video. I'm having a hard time. I think it might have been a video where it wasn't one of Dr. Bugby's videos per se. I think it was one that someone shared on their channel. When I do find it, I'll bring it up and we'll watch a bit of it because it was really, really interesting. Really intriguing. So there's another picture of blue pimp juice. Look at some of the sizes, some of the leaves there. Hey, bye. Cheers. All right, so let's rock and roll here, folks, shall we? Another gorgeous pick, right? Aaron says you can get these under canopy grow lights too. They're pretty cool, right? Under canopy lighting is another thing that's been new thing that's been talked about. I've been watching a few different podcasts, and they're talking about under canopy lighting and side lighting, side auxiliary lighting, and incorporating some of your other light spectrums, like infrared and others, right? All right, so we're going to go over to our next folder here, Burnt Chem Dog. All right, so here, look at how pretty that is. Look at that purple in there. And look at the frost. Look how crystally that is, eh? Some nice fine meds right there, bye. And some more there, right? Trim gel. There's a little bit of a better pick. So the stuff all broken down a little bit further, right? Some people use red, like deep red. You can get IR ones or UV and the full spectrum, right? Yeah, IR, UV, a lot of the different auxiliary supplemental lighting is some of the things that some of the growers are venturing out into doing, right? Pushing the limits, right? Especially because you're growing indoors. You are the master of your environment. And if you got good, solid genetics and you're pushing the limits, you might just get some really surprising numbers on things, right? In both potency of cannabinoids and terpenes, and in actual plant growth too, right? And vigor. Done with trim jail for a few months, thank God, right? Right? That's why I store my weed up in these big bins up here, right? Because and like the bin, can you see it? No, you can't see it today. If I move it, it'll. There we go. This bin here. That's why I put it in there. Because I can't sit in trim jail for months, or weeks, or days. We got Sir Rap Aster. Great evening, tokers, and a great evening it is, right? And all that trimming made my CVI flare up, right? Yeah, see, for me to sit that long, I couldn't. I mad respect to you, bro, for doing it all. But I couldn't do it. I don't have the attention span either for it. Gonna order armadillo and armor from Kronk on the 17th. Right on. Right on. All right, so we're going to scroll through these pics again. So this is the burnt chem dog. Burnt chem dog it is, right? Oh. Yep, burnt chem dog. Yeah, look at that. Look at that purple. Pretty. So the armadillo armor, that's the monoclinic acid, right? And what is it that does again? I think you've mentioned it before. I can't remember because, of course, I'm the forgetful stoner. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at that frosty goodness. Right on, dude. Job well done. Job well done. Right? Look at that. Look at that. Just, oh, geez. It's almost too bright here. I got to turn my screen down. Oh, that's up. That's up. There we go. I got to turn my screen down. No, man. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Look at that bud. Ain't that pretty? Ain't she pretty? Ain't she pretty, folks? Look at that. That's some nice fine meds, homegrown meds there, right? There's a big tin or jar of it there, eh? Tin. Coffee can tin, right? Right on. So there's the burnt chem dog. Whoop, whoop. Okay. So the armadillo armor, which is monoclinic acid, it enhances cell walls, enhances canopy growth in veg and buds in flower, and maintains overall plant health, and also eliminates pests, which keeps your plant from wilting, right? So that's pretty cool. I have to take a look into some of this stuff. Not that I'm necessarily going to buy it, but just be interested in finding out a little bit more about it, right? The more you know, the more you know. Sticky, dense goodness, right? All right, and here's the fan that Aaron uses. And I think it's pretty much the same as what I got. 195 CFM, inline duct ventilation fan, HVAC vent blower for hydroponics grow tent. Viva Sun. Why is that there? Oh, Aaron did a screenshot. That's a screenshot from Aaron's phone. I was wondering why do I have a window popped up on my monitor here of the morning show? Nice work, but does he make concentrates with them? What with the weed? I don't know. I think he just pretty much smokes it. I think it would look. I think that some of that stuff would make fire concentrates. Really, some Bonnie and Clyde, which CalMag and Sticky Bandit would do wonders for your grow. Bud Booster is another good one, right? All right, so yeah, there's whoa. So there's the fan, and here's some more specs. Input power 28 watts, 4-inch airflow, 195 CFM, fan speed 2500 RPM, power cord length 5.9 feet. Great. And there's some of the specs here. Efficient flow deflector feature increases airflow while cutting noise output. So smaller, but has a specifically designed or whatever to cut the noise. And just a few other things. I think that's pretty much the same fan that I've got. Pretty much. I'll check in a minute. But we're going to run through the rest of these picks here first. So this is the Granddaddy Purple now. So the Granddaddy Purple, Aaron, how old is this one now? And what stage is it in? Obviously veg, I guess. Especially hash, right? Yeah, some nice smooth smoking hash. Smokes or cooking oils. If I had a press, I would make some concentrates, right? So that's the thing. If I had a press, I would for sure do that. And I would even make an attempt at making hash, but I don't have all the equipment, and for me to go out and purchase it, I can't just do that. I got other things I have to take care of first before I put money out on that. As important as it is for that stuff, and the value that I see in it, you just can't do something with something you don't have, right? I think I'm going to buy another one of those fans before we go into flower again, right? I actually wouldn't mind upgrading my fan to a 6-inch fan. And then I would use the current Vivo Sun 4-inch on my 3x3 cabinet. And then I would use the duct booster fan. I wouldn't even need it. Really, I wouldn't even need it. I think the duct booster is only like 85 CFM, which is not very much at all. It might even be less. I don't know. March 15th is when the plant popped Granddaddy Purple. Okay, so this plant here popped March 15th, folks. And so nice looking, healthy plant there, right? It's a nice job again, Aaron. And just another angle from it. Is it just the one Granddaddy Purple, or is there multiple plants? Oh, Granddaddy Purple number 1. Okay, it says number 1 on that one too. Granddaddy Purple number 1. Frogfather says, with so much flour, Bubble Hash is cheap to make. I know. It's not cheap for me to go out and get the equipment, though. If I had the equipment, I would give it a try, right? Okay, so I think that's the last picture of the Granddaddy Purple. Yeah. All right, so we're moving right along here. Okay, we got a few pics of the homemade scrognet and a couple of videos. We're going to try to run through this really quick, folks, and get this knocked down. I don't want to rush, but I do want to get out of here before too long because time is getting on. We've been on almost an hour and a half. I was trying to finish up at around now. Okay, so Aaron says, I have 2 Granddaddy Purple, but this was the first one to make it into the 5-gallon pot. Okay, I gotcha. So look at that. He's got stuff at all different stages. No, that's not cannabis down there, is it? That looks like something else. What is that other stuff? I was going to ask on the show, who else puts other stuff in there, who's like gardeners or whatever, puts other stuff in their grow space. I do. I got a lavender plant that I'm trying to keep alive until we can put it outside. It's looking very dismal. Shoot, I still have my video. Fuck. We'll do my grow video probably tomorrow morning on the morning show. Anyways, here's Aaron's homemade scrognet. Coming along nicely there, right? Look at that. What size of squares do you have, Aaron? And do you do just the one net, or do you find you have to do a second one? I guess I'm going backwards on the pictures here. Haha. See, look at it. Look at that. Great. All homemade. All homemade. Pumpkins. Pumpkins. Right on, right? Video, please? Okay, we'll do my video. It's about 7 minutes or so. We'll do it. So there's the scrognet there. There is a couple of videos of Aaron's for the scrognet. I think I have them up on stage here. I do. Okay, so we're going to come back full screen here. We're going to pause the music. We're just going to move right along here. Play yours. I will. I'll play mine in just a minute. A couple of errands. I don't think they're very long. Let me just review. 30 seconds. 34. 42. 24. Okay. I don't remember which in which order. Let's see if I can see. Might be this right here. Here we go. Okay, let's bring it back to the beginning.
A little bit on the camera, but yeah, I'm just trying to demonstrate how I make my temporary
scrognet. One net, but I sometimes do a second smaller one. I gotcha.
Fasten 4 of these around the holes and make it pretty tight. The next one now will be down the middle.
Okay, so that's that one. Let me get rid of that one while I can. Okay, so here's the next one.
How's it growing today, guys?
How's it growing today?
This is what the scrog is looking like when it's basically done. There's just another string or two to add up in the front. I get all the plant seedlings sowed into this dragnet now.
It's amazing seeing the progress as the plants grow, especially when you have ones at different stages. That's when you really notice things, right?
That's it. Happy going.
Creates a little bit more work. Creates a little bit more work because you got to do different things for different stages of plants, pretty much at different times, right? Okay, so remove that one. Okay, here's the next one.
Guys.
How's it growing, guys?
The scragnet at about 85% complete. I got a couple more squares to make because they're still a little too big. But all this from $1.25.20 I got at the dollar store. Peace.
Peace. Here's the stuff I use. I make my scrognet out of this. Now, I reuse my scrognet every time. I probably should rebuild it to with some fresh stuff. It's been a few years. And but again, $1.25 for that. It's mold and mildew resistant. And it's worked perfect for me so far. So awesome job on your scrognet there, Aaron. And we got one quick little video left of Aaron's to show here, and here we go.
Step 2 done now, and that is the tie down the middle. So now I can either go make them this way and then go across the other way, or I can do it the other way, go this way and then up this way. It doesn't really matter. All this is dollar store twine. Peace.
Peace. I love it. Thank you, Aaron. Again, thank you very much for all your submissions this week for Grower Showcase and showing your grow in Newfoundland. And a question I have for you is, do you grow outdoors at all, or have you ever grown outdoors? Now, I know you're in Newfoundland, so you got a very, very short outdoor season. So unless you're doing autos, it's probably kind of a bit of a crapshoot for outdoor grow. But just a question out there. Have you grown outdoors, or do you grow outdoors as well? With work, Aaron? I'm not sure what that comment means, unless I'm missing something here. Okay, so we're going to bring up my video now of my grow, last but not least, right? And for once, I don't get to focus on my grow on the show. I love focusing on everyone else's work, right? So anyways, here we go. Here's mine. And this is where we're at right now with the indoor grow and the seeds starting for the outdoor grow. We'll pause this for a second here just so you guys can catch up on that just for a bit. So I'll read it out real quick. So welcome to the Grow420 Indoor and Outdoor Grow God's Green Crack, Week 8, Day 1 of flower on April the 8th, which is today. The Banana Larry Lavender was transplanted from solo cup into the 1 gallon pot on March 21st and topped on April 1st. It will move into the grow cabinet, the 3x5 grow cabinet, when the God's Green Crack is done flowering. And then the same thing with the peanut butter breath. There's 2 seedlings there. They were transplanted from solo cups into 1 gallon pots on April the 3rd. And then we also have seedlings for the 2025 Grow420 CannaZen Garden, the outdoor garden. We got wedding cake crossed with lemon Larry Lavender. We got 3 seedlings of that. We got 3 peanut butter breath. We also have 2 Shinobi OG, and we've also put down 3 new God's Green Crack seeds, and they're currently in the paper towel and baggie. And we're hoping that we're going to get at least 1 female out of that, and at least 1 female out of each of the 3 other strains of the seedlings that we got growing on there. That will be for our 4 plants for the outdoor Grow420 2025 CannaZen Garden this year. And so I'm looking forward to seeing that grow on, and looking forward to doing the videos for that and bringing all that to you guys. Now, Aaron, it says nice work, Aaron. Nice work, Aaron. Oh, it was okay with work. Okay, so it was a typo. Nice work, Aaron. Right? Very nice work. Very nice work. So again, congrats, Aaron. Keep up the great work. You're an inspiring grower. You're inspiring. You're an inspiring person to other growers, and so keep it up. And Aaron says, where I live in a community where kids are everywhere, I can't really grow that. I really can't grow that inside, and I haven't really ever grown outside. I get it. Yeah. I'll throw the pumpkins or sunflowers or something outdoors though. Right? Yeah, no, I got you. So anyways, here's the video, and enjoy. Now, it is a bit of there is some bass in here, and that, and I wasn't 100% sure on doing this video. I re-listened to it today. I was up till like 3:30 this morning, working on the video and some other stuff, getting things ready for the show today. And I did have a couple hours sleep, but I'm not tired at all right now. I might crash a little later, who knows? But I was going to redo it, but I just had other things on for the day, and I decided, no, you know what? It is what it is. It's what I have done is what's done. So here we go, and enjoy. We're going to have some strawberry donkey. I haven't had that for a while. It's been a few days. Cheers. Refilled the jars. Got more of the plank. Platinum cookies. Still got to be trimmed up. A lot of the plank is small buds now. Got to be trimmed up, but really good. Rainbow Dick. Look at that big bud. I like big buds and I cannot lie. Hey? That bit of a floral scent, like almost a rose. Strawberry donkey. Ouch. Really purple. Roots coming out. Root. We're gonna have some of the plank topped with strawberry donkey. We're going with this. Come on, dance with me. Oh, I almost knocked my wheat tree over there again. I'm pushing that back. There's a story to tell you. We'll wait till this is done. All right, folks. All right. That was awesome. That was awesome. Today's show was awesome. You guys are awesome. And we're going to have to get on out of here now. We've been on for an hour and 46 minutes. Wow. Wow. Okay, so let's get this off here. And I think we're going to put my favorite song, one of my favorite songs on here to close out. We had been listening to this album here, Cannabis Corner of the J. Frost Smoke List. Oh, shit. I'm dropping shit here. And so let's go now over to Victim to Victor. Right here. It's just under 3 minutes long. Yes, awesome. Take care, Ron. You too, Frogfather, and you've certainly been on my mind, in my prayers, and in my thoughts, and whatever it is that you're having to deal with and everything. Positive vibes to you, and you already have everything within you to get through it, right? You just have to believe in yourself. But you know what? The support of all of us here certainly goes a long way as well, right? It does certainly go a long way. And so there's not a day that goes by where I'm not thinking about you guys. Like, I'll be doing whatever, and I'll be like, oh, I wonder how such and such person's doing right now. Once in a while, I'll pull my phone out and I'll message them and say, hey, you know what? You just crossed my mind. Just wanted to see how you're doing. Right? I was just peeling potatoes. Your name popped up in my head. So, you know what I mean, right? But, yeah, Frogfather, you got the support and the strength of all of us behind you as well. And so you take care as well. And again, thank you so much for the video that you did. For me, I know how much work goes into the videos you do, because I make videos myself, and it's not just as simple as just shooting a video. You've done some editing on that, so or at least it looks like editing's been done to me, right? So I run all my videos through Clipchamp, and I do some editing, and then add the music, right? So anyways, we got to get on out of here, folks. We're going to see you next week for episode 63, April the 15th, 2025, next Tuesday, for another great episode of Grow420. And who knows what we're gonna, I guess we're probably going to have another episode of Grow420 10, episode 6 from Frogfather for next week, hopefully. And hopefully we'll have some more content from Aaron and from some others. I did have a couple of pictures I wanted to show of some stuff of Wayne Palmer, but unfortunately time's got away from us. And I did want to get Aaron's stuff in because we had a whole shit ton. But Wayne, if you're still listening or whatever, if you tune in tomorrow morning, I'll cover all your stuff tomorrow morning for you. We'll do that. We'll have an extended version of Grower Showcase on Rise and Shine. It's marijuana time. So we'll see you again tomorrow morning on Rise and Shine. It's marijuana time. But for Grow420, we'll see you again next week. For tomorrow morning, we'll be on at 7 a.m. Eastern time. But what do we got coming on up after this? At 7 o'clock tonight, about an hour and 9 minutes from now, Eastern time, we've got Janine the Cannabis Fairy coming to you with the IWK 710 Daily Sesh, Travel Tuesdays, and she is back in Toronto now. She had been on a European tour. She's been to Amsterdam, Italy, Germany, all over the place, and Malta and all that, right? She is now back at her apartment in Toronto, and so I'm sure she's going to have a whole lot to tell you about the last bit of her trip. So tune in tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time to hear Janine the Cannabis Fairy on the IWK 710 Daily Session right here on NOK Network, right there. And then after that, at 8 p.m. Eastern time, we've got Psychedelic Reporters coming to you with Hobbies Puppets and Tara Simpson bringing to you psychedelic news, psychedelics as medicine news from around the globe, and providing some of their own commentary to those stories as well. And they've got a great lineup of stories to cover tonight, so you don't want to miss out on that. And if you happen to miss it, you can always catch it on the replay as well. So again, I just want to thank you all for tuning in today for Grow420 on NOK Network here. And we will see you again next week for another great episode of Grow420 and Grower Showcase segment on the show as well. But until then, I'll see you again tomorrow morning on Rise and Shine. It's marijuana time right here again on NOK Network, right bright and early at 7 a.m. Eastern time. So I'll close out as I always do on all of my shows as much as I can remember, because I'm also known as the Forgetful Stoner. But stay happy, stay healthy, but most importantly, stay high, and cheers. So here we go, one last toke, and cheers everyone, and take care. Sure, the last toke of the night, the last toke of the show is not going to work. Are you? Oh, the flames down. That's why. There we go. Cheers. All right then, folks. So we'll see you next week on Grow420, but I'll see you again tomorrow morning. Again, 7 a.m. Eastern time. And cheers. Oh, yeah. And peace.